Okay, so now we're going on our bikes and see if we can't make it up to the Knickerbocker. So far, so good. Whew. Looks like we're gonna be able to make it. And a little deeper.
Hidden in the mountains of Nye County, Nevada, not 5 miles from the living ghost town of Ione, sits the ruins of Knickerbocker Springs. To unearth the stories this place harbors, the Ewu crew heads into treacherous terrain to hunt down surviving artifacts with new historical insight.
Let's see if we can make it on the slippery stuff. Oh my god, it's so slippery.
I know.
Okay, hang on. Okay. How are we gonna do this? Oh. Come on. Oh my god, oh my god. Come on, what the heck? I can't go. Whoa. Oh my gosh. I can't get traction.
The team managed to get back on the road, just to run into another hazard.
Whoa, you're coming up quick. Watch out for this ledge over here. You don't want to slide down that. Ooh.
Despite being very careful, one team member's bike lost traction in the snow.
Whoa, are you okay?
Yeah, what were you saying?
With a new appreciation for the dangers of the journey, the Ewu crew pressed onwards.
Okay, we should be getting pretty close. Should be seeing the whole mining camp of Knickerbocker. Right, not very much further up this road.
Significantly, Knickerbocker Springs was never an actual town, but rather a mining camp. Cinnabar, a mineral from which mercury can be extracted, was discovered in the area in 1907, at which point a mining claim was staked. However, it wasn't until 1914 that an ore refining furnace was completed and operations began.
On our last bit of the journey up. Yep, there's the chimney. See the chimney now. Look, there they all are. I believe this place is from the 1880s or something around that time. There's the old smokestack over there.
Over the years, the mine was known by a couple different names. First, it was the Shoshone Quicksilver Mine, then was renamed the Nevada Cinnabar Mine before finally becoming the Knickerbocker Springs we know today. Initially, the 50-ton ore furnace on site produced about 8 flasks of refined mercury daily. Over time, this increased to 60 flasks a day, but still, it wasn't enough to keep Knickerbocker Springs in operation for long. Production ceased just 4 years later in 1918, and aside from a brief revival during World War II, the mine has been inactive ever since.
See if there's anybody up here. Or these are tire marks. And here we are. Cabin here. There's a cabin here, looks like. That's gone.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
The team would discover a potential reason this cabin was flattened when they returned to the center of the camp for a proper investigation that would unearth some delightful treasures. First, though, there were more surrounding treasures to check out.
Old truck, still got tires on the back. That's super cool. It's got dually on the back. It's a dually. And it must have been the bed right there.
This was only the first discovery to be made along this road. The next thing the team found was far larger.
Almost looks like a tunnel,
No, it's kind of cool.
but it ends right there.
Oh.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I would like to see if it's a tunnel.
Yeah.
I go in it.
Gonna go in it?
I don't think it's a tunnel. I think it ends right there.
It's not a tunnel.
I see all kinds of little kangaroo rats running all over.
Oh my god, yeah.
Squirrels.
Squirrel, I think, yeah.
You gotta be careful, because Coda will eat them.
This structure was likely part of the ore refining process. Possibly the cinnabar furnace finished in 1914. The tunnel, on the other hand, might have been an entrance to the incredibly rich deposit of cinnabar mined here. One vein was reportedly greater than 90 feet across, made even more desirable by ore that was 19% mercury.
It would have been so cool to come out here before it's got like this. Look at all the bricks are just everywhere. You want to take this road and see if we get up to that thing up there?
Let's try.
It's all mushy here, careful. No falling again, Emma.
The ore processing facility isn't the only thing hidden in the backwoods of the Knickerbocker Springs camp.
Nice and slow. Somebody is back here having a party. All the wood.
Yeah, we saw one of those in Utah.
Why do they do that, dude?
They're evil.
Those bricks are cool. Are they old or no?
Let's see if there's any markings on them.
Are the bricks old or not?
Let's see if there's anything on them.
There
There's
is.
some markings. It's called, what is it, Benol? Benolly or what?
Benolly bricks were made in California about 100 years ago, so it was a bit surprising to find them way up in the Nevada mountains.
Yeah, why'd they gather them? Like,
And
did they literally take them from the old buildings and use them as a pit?
yeah, that's the losers that come out here.
Sadly, this isn't the first time Iwu has come across historical artifacts being repurposed as campfires. With nothing discernible from the ashes of history, the team pressed on into deeper snow.
I don't know if I'll make it up this. Oh, we made it. Oh, another dually. That is really cool. Who's okay? And there's an old tire and an inner tube, and I think, let's just take a look, 'cause I think up over here we have an old mine shaft or tunnel, or maybe it was an open pit. Let me just go see. Just want to be careful, we don't want to be sliding into no mine shafts. Did she come up this way?
Yeah.
How far? I see some big old paw prints. Yeah. It's like an open pit more. That's the end of the road.
The mysterious giant paw prints could have belonged to a mountain lion. The animals frequent the area, and it pays to keep an eye out. Not to be deterred by potential wildlife or deeper snow, the group tried a second way up the hill. Unfortunately, this one didn't pan out either.
The end of the line, guys. Yeah, looks like an old mine shaft. We don't want to head down there. This is the end of the road.
Oh.
It's really nasty and muddy too.
There we go.
That might have been the end of the road, but it certainly wasn't the end of the adventure. The cabins back at the center of the camp were yet to be explored. However, the team would have to get there safely to investigate them. A task easier said than done in the snow.
Now the hard part.
This is gonna be really difficult.
Going downhill is the hardest part on the snow. Not sure how I'm gonna navigate these waters on bicycles. Bicycles.
I'm scared.
I would be.
What, Luke?
Yeah. Let's see how
Are
slippery.
you serious?
Whoa, see? Did I have that on camera?
I hope not.
But you, Dakota has it.
jeez.
All right, you want to go check out these buildings?
Yeah.
Maybe check out first that one over there?
Yeah.
Whatever you call that there, smokestack or whatever, like a chimney. There's a chimney right there. Let's walk through these bushes. Watch out for nails. And I'm gonna bet you once we get in here, we're gonna see there was an actual easier way to get in. But for now, there's an old brick.
Okay.
Let's see, round nails. So, isn't that pretty neat right there?
Round nails prove that the structure was constructed in the 1890s or after. Any earlier and the nails would have been square. Unfortunately, in this case, that information didn't help narrow down the construction date, since the camp was founded roughly 2 decades after the introduction of round nails. Hopefully, further investigation would turn up clues to narrow the time frame.
I'll never understand why people come here and shoot this stuff up. Makes no sense to me. 0 sense. Look at, you see the old linoleum floors here? It's pretty soft in here, so we want to be really careful. More linoleum on the floor. There's nails sticking up, guys. Right here.
More to come.
One might think that the presence of linoleum would prove the structure to be more modern, but it was actually first used in homes in the 1860s. Therefore, the quest to pin a date to the structure pressed on.
Oh, there's a... There's the door. Front door. Check that out. It's pretty cool. It's all coming in now. Won't be long, but these are gone. Completely gone. What a shame. Some old cloth. They put everything in the ceiling. Cloth, whatever they can find. Anything they could use for insulation, they used. Oh, right here. I got some old newspapers.
The newspapers could have been just what was needed to set a date on the structure, but the work of vandals using the structure for target practice made this a long shot at best.
These are mostly, all these newspapers here are gonna be just ads. And then we got some comics. Come back and fight, you dog-buggled oyster. Base City Curb. Man, I wish I could see a nice one. See these people, they've come in here and they've just shot it and just messed it all up. Man, one hit, here we go. Clench the Truth. Oh man, it's really close to getting a date on that one. You can see someone shot a hole in it, so that way you make sure no one could ever figure out what it said. Whew. This is so cool, that news. I just need a headline, man. If I had a headline, I could definitely dig this out of the archives, and we could figure out exactly what newspaper this was and what the date is. Just a headline, come on. I know I'll get back home, I'll be like, man, I could have just read a few more and I probably would have figured out. Interstate Power Company, Utilities, Power and Light Corporation, identified with the agricultural and industrial branches and trust. Oh, right there, 1931, May 3rd, 1931. See that? May 3rd, 1931. Got it.
This part of the cabin, or at least the newspaper used to insulate it, was likely from the Knickerbocker Springs revival in the 1940s. At the height of World War II, mercury was in high demand for its use in munitions, as well as medical supplies. Once the conflict was over and the demand lessened, though, there was no longer any reason to keep toiling away at Knickerbocker Springs, and the area was once again abandoned, except for all the vandals that had clearly made the journey out.
This would have been definitely built after the 1930s, so probably not the original. Those are the original Knickerbocker right there.
Obviously, the team wanted to check those out as well, but with extreme caution so as not to risk personal injury or damage the historical remains.
All the doors are on this side except for this one. Where's the door at for that last one right there? I don't see a front door on that one, do you?
No.
And there was one here. And this one's come down, totally destroyed. What a shame.
It seems probable that this cabin's end was hastened by vandalism. If that was the case, it might not be long before the other structures suffer the same fate.
I want to check out this one too. Look at this one, still has the old doors hanging. I wonder how good a shape they'd be if the people, do you see they put like targets up in each one?
Why?
Like they're like shooting them like a bunch of losers. God. See, they shoot everything up. Everything's got holes in it. Oh man. How cool would it have been to come and see this before the losers showed up?
Yeah, I know.
And they had power. You can see a power source right there. So where would the power run in? I wonder if there's generators. I don't see any power lines coming in here.
A newspaper from 1898 indicates that the Knickerbocker Mill was also wired for electricity at some point, but nobody seems to know the source of the power. As of 1899, our historical archives simply stop, and subsequent activity at Knickerbocker remains shrouded in mystery. The $130,000 Knickerbocker Mill was completed in 1865 and served multiple towns, including Ione and Grantsville, which had not yet constructed their own mills on site. The Knickerbocker Mill managed to remain relatively active until the 1870s, but work was dwindling. Eventually, though, once the mill was truly defunct, the machinery was salvaged and taken to Berlin and used in the construction of a new 30-stamp mill.
Oh, there's that bird nest in
Ooh. Surprised it's still alive. All these people come out here trying to shoot everything.
there. Yeah, look up there.
Oh yeah. Wonder what kind of nest that is.
After peering in through the doors and windows, it was time to attempt the journey back to the car.
Hi Coda, your camera's all crooked. Can I fix it? Come here, Coda, come here. Come here. Come here, come here.
Like we're going?
First of all, let's tilt it like this. You need to tighten it up some. There we go. You're good. Careful, this is scary. I wish I could fly. Now, let's head back.
As the team heads back, an unexpected event is about to happen along the way.
Long ride back before sunfall. We gotta get down there before the sun sets. We don't have any lights. That's another cool place.
Navigating the snow downhill, though, was easier said than done.
We're clipping away at about 15, 16, 18, 20 miles an hour now. And there's no way we'd be able to do this in a car here. So I'd have to say this is faster, both up and down, than even a car. Electric bikes are the way to go. Unless, of course, you fall.
Despite an abundance of caution, another fall actually wasn't far off.
Now it's a 2.5 mile ride back. Not too bad for people who know how to ride, especially on an e-bike, which makes it way easier. Well, see, there's another road that way that takes you to Ione. I know that. We tried to come in on that way before, and it was just in a car that wouldn't make it. Not in a rush to get hurt here. This is the part we don't have trouble with. This is the part you don't want to fall off on the edge here.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, watch out for the ice on the left side. Go to a slide, you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a good spot to wait for Slowpoke. I don't see her.
She was behind me just a second ago.
Where is she? Go get her, Coda.
Go, where's Emma? Go look for Emma. Go.
A few hundred yards back, the camera captured exactly what had befallen the third team member.
1 second. I flew off.
You fell again?
Yes, but I flew this time.
Oh, you just said every time.
No, this time I really flew.
The team was extremely lucky. Apart from a few scratches on the bike, they were no worse for wear and set off once more. These days, Knickerbocker Springs is located on National Forest land. It's prohibited to take items off federal land, but sadly, this doesn't appear to have deterred the vandals who have had their way with the camp's remains. If this continues, it likely won't be long before what remains of this historical location is lost forever.